Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're tackling a matrix problem called minimum absolute difference in sliding submatrix. It sounds like a mouthful, but let's break it down together into simple parts. Here is the formal problem description straight from Leetcode. Take a second if you want to read it, but don't worry about passing all the math notation right now. I'm going to explain exactly what it means in plain English over the next few slides. So what are we actually doing? Well, we're given a big grid of numbers, and a specific size we'll call k. Our job is to scan through the big grid and look at every possible smaller square window of size k by k. Once we are looking at one of those smaller square windows, we need to gather all the numbers inside it. Then we need to figure out which two different numbers have the absolute smallest gap between them. We do this calculation for every possible window and construct a new grid filled with our answers. Let's walk through an example to make this concrete. Here we have a small 2x2 grid, and our target size k is also 2. This actually makes things easy because a 2x2 window covering a 2x2 grid means there's only one possible window to look at, the entire grid itself. Now we look at the numbers inside our window: 1, 8, 3, and -2. To find the smallest gap, the smartest thing to do is sort them first. So we get -2, 1, 3, and 8. Now, the numbers closest to each other are right next to each other. We check the gaps. The gap between 1 and 3 is 2, which is the smallest gap we found. So, our final answer is just a grid containing the number 2. There is one very important edge case the problem mentions. What if our little window only has one distinct number? For example, what if it's filled entirely with the number 4, or if the window size is just 1 by 1? In that case, there are no two distinct numbers to compare. The problem rules tell us that whenever this happens, the answer for that specific window is simply 0. Just a quick heads up, we'll be walking through the logic using Python, but don't worry if that's not your main language. The logic is identical everywhere, and I'll be showing the full code for Java, C++, and JavaScript towards the end of the video. If you just want to grab the code right now, check the link in the description. The best way to tackle this is exactly how we did it in the example. We can literally just write code that simulates what the problem asks. We will create loops to slide our window across the grid. For every stop, we gather the numbers, sort them so the closest ones are side by side, and then scan through to find the smallest gap. Alright, here's the full Python code for this sorting approach. I know a quadruple nested loop looks a bit scary at first glance, but I promise it's straightforward. Let's break it down into manageable chunks over the next few slides. And real quick, if you want to test this code out yourself without frantically pausing and retyping it, you can go to the leetcodeunlocked.com link in the description. You can copy the exact code that is shown and explained in this video. Now getting back to the explanation. Let's look at the first chunk. First, we figure out the dimensions of our main grid, and use that to create an empty result grid filled with zeros. Then, we have our two outer loops. These loops are responsible for sliding the top left corner of our window across every valid starting position in the grid. Once we have our top left corner pinned down by the outer loops, we create a temporary list to hold our numbers. Then, we use two inner loops to scan exactly k steps down and k steps right. Every number we touch inside that little square gets scooped up and added to our temporary list. Finally, the math part. We start by assuming our minimum difference is infinity. We sort our temporary list, bringing the closest values together. Then, we loop through it. The crucial part here is the if statement that skips duplicates. We only want the difference between distinct numbers. We take the current number, subtract the previous one, and if that gap is smaller than our current record, we save it. At the end, we drop that record into our result grid. To help visualize this, here is a quick dry run of a hypothetical grid. For the first window, we gather a 4 and 2 2s, sort them, skip the identical 2s, and find a gap of 2. In the second window, we sort them and check all gaps, finding 1 is the smallest, and in the third window, all numbers are 7. Because we skip duplicates, we make no comparisons, so our starting value of 0 remains unchanged. I'll get to the complexity analysis in just a second, but first I want to quickly say why this channel looks and sounds the way it does. You can probably tell this is narrated by AI. I actually built this system for myself, so I could generate clear, instant explanations the moment a daily problem drops to help myself learn. It helps me study much faster, and I upload them here in case they help you too. I don't put ads in these videos, and I don't take any sponsorships. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Let's talk about performance. Let's say our grid has m rows and n columns. The time complexity is big O of the number of submatrices, which is roughly m minus k times m minus k, multiplied by the time it takes to process each one. Since we gather k-squared elements and sort them, that processing takes k-squared log k time. The space complexity is order k-squared, because our temporary list holds at most k times k elements at any given time. Alright, that covers the Python solution and the logic. As promised, here are the full solutions for Java, C++, and JavaScript. Instead of pausing and typing these out, you can just go to leetcodeunlocked.com via the link in the description to copy and paste the exact code directly into your editor. Here is the full solution in Java. We use a standard array list to collect our window elements before sorting. Next up, here is the C++ version, utilizing vectors and the standard sort algorithm. And finally, here is the solution in JavaScript. Remember to provide the custom comparator function to the sort method so it treats them as numbers and not strings. So let's wrap it up. The biggest takeaway here is that sometimes the brute force simulation is exactly what you need. Sorting the elements inside the window is the trick that makes finding the minimum difference easy, because sorting forces the closest numbers to sit right next to each other. Just make sure you remember to skip those duplicates. Before we finish up, I want to mention I have another channel called Leetcode Unlocked. I'm on a mission to eventually post a solution for literally every single Leetcode problem on the platform. If you want to study problems outside of just the daily challenge, make sure to check it out. If you want to help support that goal of covering every problem, you can donate at buymeaboba.com/LeetCodeDaily. Also, please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I post the daily Leetcode problem as soon as it comes out so you can get your streak done early. Keep coding, and I'll catch you in the next one.